In this video, I'm going to show you a triple stretch stitch and why you should be using it. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I upload videos every single Wednesday on how to use your sewing machine and simple sewing tips and tricks. So here I have a piece of super stretchy fabric. So I have a baby lock soprano and my triple stretch stitch is stitch number 5. It should be the same on the Lyric and the Catherine, and basically what it's going to do is going to sew that first stitch and then it'll sew over that same stitch twice more before moving on to that next second stitch. So let's do that in action. What I like about my machine is that it tells me which foot I should be using, and it's foot J. And because it's a knit fabric, I'm also going to increase my stitch length, because if you keep it too short, it'll have a tendency to pucker. So the longer you have it, it's going to be less puckering. On your machine, you may also be able to change your foot pressure. Number 3 is for normal sewing, and the higher you go, the greater the pressure is on the presser foot. So I'm going to reduce it down just to a 2. You don't want to be using a straight stitch on your stretchy fabric. The reason why is because a straight stitch isn't going to have a lot of give in it. This is a triple stretch straight stitch. So it's meant for stretchy fabrics. I also recommend that you use polyester thread, as these threads have a lot more seam elasticity to them. I also recommend using a stretch needle for spandex and scuba type fabrics, but a ballpoint needle would be great for all other knits. So I'm going to start here so you can see the stitch in action. It's probably best to take your time with this. So I have reduced my speed. So can you see how it's going backwards and forwards on the machine? That's where it's overlocking that previous stitch. I'm just going to take this clip out, and you don't want to be holding down on your material. Just let the machine guide it through. Because this is a stretchy material, you don't want to stretch that material out as it's going through your machine. And because this is a triple stretch stitch, it is creating that reinforcement stitch as it's going back on itself. So it's a really secure stitch to use. So as you can see, I'm using this stitch to create a hem for this demonstration. You'll also create like necklines and cuffs using this stitch also. So as you can see, my line isn't totally straight, and also it stands out half a mile because it's bright pink, because I wanted you guys to see what this stitch looks like. And if I stretch this stitch, it's not going to pop. I'm going to stretch it this way. This is a triple stretch stitch and it is really secure and firm. So right now I'm going to do the same thing for you, and I'm going to do it just with a straight stitch. Now I'm going to give this half a fighting chance. I'm going to back stitch it. So I'm going to go forward, back stitch, and I'm going to go along and just do a straight stitch all the way down. Back stitch again, and I'm going to cut it off. So can you see the difference between these two stitches? This one for sure looks a lot more firmer and secure than this one on top. Now I'm going to stretch this guy and see what happens. It just rips. And that's, you don't want to create a garment and have this happen. So you could do this all day. I'm tugging and it's not ripping. Let me know in them comments down below if you've used this triple stretch stitch or didn't even know about it, or you were going to try it out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss seeing me next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.